So I have a question for you. Could this be the worst 24 hours of William Ruto's presidency? Because what has happened in the last one day is actually unbelievable. One of his closest regional allies has suffered a devastating blow.
My good brother.
His biggest political battle is slipping out of control. A by-election is exposing every trick in the political playbook.
Hata wakiabduct the candidate himself, muingie polling station, mumpigie kura akiwa abducted.
And then a very suspicious opinion poll is appearing out of nowhere.
I know by now you have seen that government-sponsored poll. That Infotrack poll, which is saying that the president is leading in popularity.
So is this coincidence, or is someone trying very hard to control the narrative? Let us connect all the dots. If you love this kind of content, go ahead and like this video and subscribe. Now let's get to the video.
A court in Port Sudan has sentenced paramilitary leader Mohamed Hamdan Dagalo, widely known as Hemedi, and 15 others to death in absentia over war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide committed during the war in Darfur.
So let us begin outside Kenya, because this story may look far away, but politically it hits very close to State House. The leader of RSF in Sudan, that is Hemedi, has reportedly suffered a major legal setback after being sentenced to death by a Sudanese court.
The RSF is led by Mohamed Hamdan Dagalo, also known as Hemedi. He is a native of Darfur, yes, the place that founded the Janjaweed.
Now, why should Kenyans care? Because Hemedi's name has for years been linked by critics and media reports to controversial dealings involving Kenya.
They are doing business with the RSF chief of gold that is being gotten from that area, brought to Nairobi and taken to Dubai.
And you can substantiate?
Yes, I can.
His relationship with President William Ruto has attracted public attention before.
Welcome to your other home.
There has been repeated allegations about gold trade, regional business interest, and links to Sudan's conflict.
The Sudanese army claim that your country is supporting the other side, the rapid support forces. The UN says there were summary executions, there were murders, there were rapes. Are you worried Kenya's going to be seen to be on the wrong side of history here?
Not at all.
So politically, this is a very uncomfortable headline for the Kenyan government, because whenever someone associated with your administration falls, people naturally start asking questions. Questions like, don't you think Ruto should also suffer a similar fate for enabling Hemedi? Or is that too much wishful thinking? Now let us return home, because all Kalou is becoming much bigger than normal by-elections. Yesterday marked the official end of campaigns. Both sides held massive rallies.
So this was DCP holding their final rally for their candidate at the Arboretum in Kalou, and as you can see, it's nothing but a sea of green. And not to be outdone, UDA also showed up and showed out. As you can see, there's also a sea of nothing but yellow.
The rallies ended, but that is not what people were talking about. Something strange happened afterwards. Videos began circulating showing people throwing away UDA campaign merchandise. Caps, t-shirts, branded materials, all dumped on the road. Why? Because according to reports from the area, the campaign period had ended. The merchandise had already served its purpose.
Mimi nikiwa nimevaa kofia DCP juu. Watu wa serikali wakiingia ni kutoa tu, naingia kwa mkutano ya.
Every time that you showed up with a UDA cap, you'd get stuff, money, foodstuffs, mattresses, gas cylinders. Many things came from you having the UDA merchandise. But once the campaign ended, the branding was no longer useful.
This is Oscar Sudi sharing some cash with some residents in Kalou. Sharing is really euphemism for what we know is happening here. Additionally, the government in conjunction with UDA went to great lengths to ensure that the people of Kalou felt seen and appreciated, as some of the entry packages to some of the events included 3 packets of unga together with cooking oil, and the exit package was 5,000 Kenya shillings each. Unfortunately for UDA, this was seen as soon as people left the event.
Now I have a question for you. If you saw people throwing away campaign clothes immediately after a rally, would you also expect that that candidate will win the election? Definitely no. But UDA wants us to believe that they can actually make miracles. Still on All Kalou, another story has emerged. Reports claim that there were plans to host people from All Kalou at State House for what was described as state dinner on the 15th of July.
I'm here wondering how the president gets to break electoral rules and laws by inviting residents of All Kalou constituency for dinner in State House on Wednesday.
Now, the timing immediately raised questions.
A day before the election, the by-election.
Many people are asking, is this normal government engagement, or does it create an appearance of the highest level of desperation from the president?
From this invitation letter that someone on X posted after they had received it literally from the government, stating that it's for a dinner and engagement on issues that concern the All Kalou constituency. Just to prove that the ID number is correct, people put it into the IEBC register, and the same person who was written on that invitation letter appears exactly in the same way on the IEBC register.
Whether legal or not, you can understand why people are questioning it. And that is where the IEBC actually comes in. What role should IEBC play in situations like this? Should it already be acting, or should it stay away completely? Is there even something like election malpractice?
Funny enough, the IEBC commissioner will pop out like Stevie Wonder, stating that he cannot see this blatant abuse and bribery of the voters, adding that he is urging the public to not just accuse the commission of being toothless, record these acts of goonism and electoral malpractice, and file complaints with them. It is on the basis of such evidence that they will be able to take action.
Believe it or not, it gets even more dramatic. Remember, the IEBC had already warned that the violence would actually cause the postponement of the by-election.
We will be left with no choice other than to take the most unfortunate and drastic step of postponing the elections in All Kalou.
Now, imagine what would happen if serious unrest would actually break out. Some political commentators believe that that is exactly what the government would actually love.
Wanataka mtu mwenye atawakasirisha enough, mudemonstrate, mufunge barabara, muakishe mataya. And then Ethicon will have a reason to cancel the by-elections and say kwamba kuna fujo.
Yesterday, former MP Kanini Kega was reportedly involved in a confrontation with armed police.
East African Legislative Assembly member Kanini Kega has this evening come under attack while driving from All Kalou, where he had attended the last campaign rally for the DCP candidate Sammy Douglas Kamau.
Immediately, political debate actually exploded online.
Kenyans, you can see I'm under attack. I've been chased by armed police officers. They pointed guns at me. We were only able to escape. You can see I'm being hosted by these children.
Some opposition voices claimed that the situation was actually meant to create tension in order to postpone this by-election.
Nawaomba. Hata wakiabduct nani, nyinyi tu mtulie. Hata wakiabduct the candidate himself, muingie polling station, mumpigie kura akiwa abducted. But don't go to the streets.
The DCP leadership urged the supporters not to react violently. Why? Because if the chaos erupted, everyone would actually lose.
Wanataka muchome All Kalou, alafu waseme kwamba kuna violence wa cancel election. It is the only remaining card. Na waomba in the name of God, hiyo attack ya Kanini Kega ni mbaya, lakini musi demonstrate.
That may have been one of the smartest political decisions of the day.
So guys, I know by now you have seen that government-sponsored poll.
Just when people thought that the day couldn't get any stranger, an opinion poll actually surfaced.
Ruto bado anaongoza miongoni mwa wanaowania urais kuelekea uchaguzi mkuu ujao.
The poll placed President William Ruto comfortably ahead. Kalonzo Musyoka followed behind, then Edwin Sifuna, Fred Matiang'i, and the rest.
Now we gotta take these numbers with a pinch of salt, because this is assuming that they are all going to vie for the presidency.
Many Kenyans began questioning the results.
Atiashaiba hiyo tena. Akauliza, who do InfoTrack ask about these polls? Because I've never had a single human being who participated in this.
Others argued that the findings did not reflect what exactly was happening on the ground.
Huyo hapa juu akasema, ati mnipe hiyo list yao 32, alafu msonge nyuma.
Whether you agree with the polls or not, it achieved something important. It started a political conversation. People started asking, what does the government aim to achieve with this fake poll? The answer will actually surprise you.
I feel like the government is very comfortable with a presidential candidate like Kalonzo.
Now, here's where things become interesting. Some political observers believe that the poll was actually sending another message. Not just that Ruto is actually popular, but also the person they want to be the opponent of Ruto in 2027.
The poll also found that the Sifuna ex-Kalonzo ticket is a preferred ticket at 23%, compared to a Matiang'i ex-Kalonzo ticket at 16%.
Think about it. In politics, many leaders prefer facing opponents they believe they understand best.
Hii siasa sisi ndio mafundi wa hii siasa. So tutatengeneza hii siasa mpaka itaingiana.
That is why some analysts believe that these polls are also about influencing the opposition's internal debate. Ruto wants Kalonzo as opponent.
Nilikuwa naona jamaa mwingine anang'ang'ana hapo, anajaribu explain what he has been doing for 40 years. Baada anang'ang'ana kujaribu explain. Oh, mara sijui nafanya nini, mara sijui nafanya nini.
Real political chess masters choose their opponents, and Ruto is attempting to pick Kalonzo.
You know, the biggest headache for this government right now is to find an opposition that is ready to concede. And the reason why people were so comfortable with Baba, despite the power that he held in the political space in Kenya, is that he was someone who was easily able to concede. He was very predictable.
Yeah.
That despite the fact that we will rig the elections and he will still just go to the court, hold demonstrations, and prepare for the next election, and come up with a handshake after that.
Okay.
So the problem is that Baba has left. So
All right.
that predictability with the opposition is not there. So the only suited person who can take up, a weak person, who can take up that position of Baba, of someone who can be able to concede or just go to court or rush to court when his election votes are stolen, is someone like Kalonzo Musyoka.
I don't think Kalonzo even goes to court if he loses.
Yes, in
he
fact,
he just goes and walks his dogs.
In
right?
fact, what will happen, he'll just go to his farm in Kitui, in Ukambani.
Whether that theory is true or not, I leave that to you. But here's my question. If you are in the united opposition, who would you choose as your flag bearer and why? I know the comments are going to be very interesting.
If all the rest on that list besides William Ruto chose to support one candidate, the opposition would have a total of 47% of the votes.
You see, one thing stood out. When the opposition support was actually combined, the numbers became much stronger.
Which is a big deal and a big boost for the opposition and terrible for the president, because despite all the money that he has poured, all the heavy support that he has been pretending to have, and all the state machinery, he cannot even crack the 40% mark. No, he can't even crack the 35% mark.
That is why many political observers continue saying the same thing. Division helps the ruling party. Unity gives the opposition its best chance.
Before God, there is no other formula other than a united ticket against William Ruto.
So when you put everything together, Hemedi's legal troubles, the drama in All Kalou, the discarded campaign merchandise, State House dinner controversy, the violence fears, the disputed opinion poll, it becomes very clear that the last 24 hours have been politically uncomfortable for President William Samoei Ruto. The bigger question now is, was this just one bad day, or are we beginning to see a much bigger political shift? And I want today's comment section to be actually honest. Which story do you think hurts Ruto the most? The Hemedi story, All Kalou, or the opinion poll controversy? Drop your answers below and subscribe.